In assignment 1, the reflective writing assignment, you will notice that you are required to use the focused conversation model. For some of you, this might be the very first time you've actually come across this. For others, if you've taken other courses, you would be familiar with it. But I just want to go over some of the key points. There are examples in the course, so you can use those examples, but it's a very structured way of developing your thinking. The most important part of the focused conversation model is number 4, decisional. What will you be doing because of this? So when we take a look at it, the 4 parts of the model are: O is for objective, 2 is reflective, 3 interpretive, 4 decisional. Sometimes people will just remember it by saying the Orid, but it's actually, its roots belong in the focused conversation model. Now, this does not need to be a long, protracted, but you could write 20, 30 pages. But in reality, for assignment number 1, 2 pages is more than enough. Now, I just want to focus in on the model itself. The objective is just a fact. It might be a quote, an idea, something you saw, but it's a fact. Where did you get that fact from? So you say, here's the fact. Here is what I want to focus in on. That's why it's called the focused conversation model. What is that fact? That appears in the objective. In the reflective part of it, you start to think and say, why did I want to do this? Why is this so important? What was that about that fact that caught my interest? Start taking a look. Did you react positively to it? Did you react negatively to it? Why did you react to that objective thing the way you did? That's the reflective. You start thinking about why. In number 3, you start thinking about, oh, okay, this is why I reacted with it. This is the interpretive. You start to think about the why. And the decisional section is basically, what are you going to do because of that? I'm going to give you an example. What would happen if all of a sudden they decided to legalize all drugs in Canada? That would be the fact. The Canadian government is going to legalize drugs in Canada. When you heard that statement, what was your reaction? Some of you might say, oh yeah, I really like that. Some people said, no, hey, hold it here. I have some serious concerns about it. The next part of it would be like in number 3, well, why would you have serious concerns? Or why did you feel that that was a good idea? So you're starting to interpret your reflection. And lastly is the decisional section. If they were going to legalize drugs in Canada, you might say, yes, this is a really good idea. I'm going to write my member of parliament and say, yes, this is go forth. Or you might be so excited about it, you might go out and buy a business. Or you might say, hold it here, this is totally wrong. This is a bad choice. I'm going to write my member of parliament complaint. I'm going to write my city hall. I'm going to whatever. But that is an example of the Orid model. I really encourage you to practice. It's a good way to develop your thinking. You'll have a chance to do this 3 times throughout the course. All right, with that being said, enjoy doing and applying the Orid model. All right, bye.